This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, July 20th. I'm James Spann, getting set to cruise into a weekend. And by golly, so far today, storms, at least this afternoon, have been a no-show, but that might change by the time you watch this. We'll check some of the sky cam shots, and that's the deal. The clouds have been hanging tough, keeping temperatures down. Readings only in the low and mid-80s. And if we would be in the low and mid-90s, we'd have storms all over the place now, but so far, that's keeping things in check. There's the Guin sky cam in Marion County in northwest Alabama. No little blue patch up there, but still mostly cloudy. And even down south in the Gulf Coast, it's mostly cloudy this afternoon on the Alabama Gulf Coast at Gulf Shores. Temperatures, yeah, they look pretty good. You know, parts of the nation are baking. We're enjoying readings that are well below average. Gadsden, 81 at mid-afternoon, Birmingham 83, but look at Memphis up there. They've got 97, and you keep going, and it's even hotter. Little Rock, Oklahoma City, they are all over 100 today. So, again, we can be thankful for the cooler-than-average weather. Heat advisories in effect for the hot zone. A couple of spots under an excessive heat warning, including Memphis and Kansas City and Des Moines. Got a flash flood watch around Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. And look at the severe thunderstorm watch up in the Pacific Northwest. We'll see a lot of those up there. Still, despite the lack of activity this afternoon, we have a slight risk. That's the standard risk of severe weather through much of central Alabama, extending over into Louisiana, up into the Carolinas, and there is a small enhancement over Mississippi and West Alabama. The guys at SPC put out a little mezzo discussion indicating they might be putting a tornado, or not a tornado watch, but a severe thunderstorm watch out there, but because of the lack of development, they've kind of held off on that. Now, we have to keep watching radar trends. Tomorrow, got a slight risk over parts of Louisiana and eastern Texas. Around here, maybe a strong storm, but nothing organized expected. And the rain for the next 5 days. This is suggesting rains of, again, over 2 inches in many spots. This is valid through Wednesday morning of next week. But we do expect a drying trend next week as the upper air high begins to build in. That means fewer showers and storms. And the tropics, like we've seen all along, very, very quiet across the Atlantic Basin. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at 500 millibars. 594 heat bubble. Well to the west and down below that. Tomorrow should be a typical summer day. Partly sunny, a few scattered afternoon storms. The guidance is showing 88 tomorrow, upper 80s in both the case of the NAM and the GFS. There's Sunday, around 90. And again, you can see the storms ought to be thinning out a bit. And then next week, there's Monday. It looks a lot drier and hotter. In fact, the GFS is showing 94, so mid-90s a real possibility. That's going to be the story all week. There's Tuesday. You can see how the heights are definitely coming up. Down below that, there could be a few popcorn showers or storms, but probably not many. Wednesday, mid-90s, widely scattered storms. Same thing Thursday. And a week from today, just not much change. Very, very typical for midsummer. With partly sunny, hot conditions and maybe a storm in spots. Into the forecast, the 5th of August. Still, it's the same idea. The hottest weather in the west, a nice cool trough in the east, cool for summer. And again, that would suggest pretty typical summer conditions if that's right. And again, we see no sign of any triple-digit heat here for the next 15 days, and that's a good thing. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. Notes on the blog. My next video will be Monday morning at 7. The man that looks like Colonel Sanders, Brian Peters, will have the updates tomorrow and Sunday. Don't forget to watch us on ABC 3340 News and the live stream or the television side at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and God bless. Weather.